there any other question?
Sir, unified management service.
Unified
Service.
management service. Yeah. So for the service interoperability, what do you mean by the service interoperability? Yesterday I told. Service portability or service interoperability. What do you mean by that? Service interoperability means if I create my apps in my system. Now, is there any guarantee that the apps will work in your system also? There are different types of systems are there. Their configurations are different. Everything is different. You cannot guarantee that if your system is working, if the apps is working in your system, so it will work in the same manner in the other systems. If the hardware configuration, then so operating systems, and in the operating systems, whatever applications are there, everything is similar. That case, both the apps may run properly. Otherwise, it may not run. If you create your application in Windows, it may not run in Linux. If you create an application in Linux, it may not run in Mac. So that is called the system interoperability. Okay, so if I can create a systems which will work in all kinds of environment, then I can say that my system is interoperable. Now for that, we need one unified service management. Now, how can I ensure that unified service management? By creating my application in Docker. Docker means what? Docker means whatever applications you are creating, and to run that application, whatever the library file is required from the operating system side, what are the APIs are required from the operating system side. So everything will be included within your Docker and container. Is this clear to you, Rahul?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
so
sir.
that is called, that is called system interoperability through unified service in unified management service. Any other question?
Thank you, sir.
Any other question? Okay. Now, can anybody tell me what do you mean by data portability? Vilash? So those who can answer their attendance, I am striking off. So Vilash, I am striking off your attendance. Akramul?
Yes, sir.
What do you mean by data portability?
यूजर का जो डेटा होता है वो प्रोटेक्ट करके रखता है वो लोग।
प्रोटेक्ट और पोर्टेबल सेम चीज है क्या? Ben?
Sir, data portability means migration.
Yes. No, not migration. Migration
So
means
it's copy data from one location to another. Yeah.
No. Portability means whether the system or application is portable or not, whether it can run in other system or not, without any hassle. We are taking this system from my machine and we are putting it in another machine and it will work fine. Just whatever I have said. If you create it in the Docker environment, that case it will become portable. So wherever you put it your system, so it will work fine, no issue. But migration means I am migrating my entire infrastructure from one system to another system. So that case, I don't need to think about the portability. So it may work, it may not work.
Hello, sir.
Bolo?
Sir, data portability. In data portability, do we use Docker? Like
Docker is one option. Another is Kubernetes is another option. Kubernetes is basically used by Google only, Google Cloud.
Sir, if we have a data warehouse in cloud, then if we want to migrate our cloud provider, service provider, then uh, how- do we migrate using, like, do we migrate on cloud only or we migrate physically?
We
If we
migrate
use,
basically. Well, we migrate basically, but at the same time, and look, the data also stored in different format. Means that whatever data you store in Apple, if you are going to migrate that same data, that data may not run, or that data or storage you may not see in other devices. You have to decrypt the data, because in Apple storage, means that iCloud, the data is stored in an encrypted format. That is why you might have seen that those who have Apple devices, if you store 100 GB of data, iCloud is taking only 20 GB or 25 GB or 30 GB, because they use some technique to encrypt those data. Compress those data, so that it takes minimal amount of space. Now, at the time of migration, what iCloud will do, that they will decompress the data. That is why whatever photos or videos are there, you can see those photos or videos. So at the time of migration, that somebody has told, do you use Docker? If it is a data migration, simple migration only, we don't use Docker. What we have to do, that we have to convert the data that is stored in one cloud service provider in a common data format, so that the other cloud service provider will understand the data. So data migration will be hassle free. But regarding the apps or applications, so that time, if you migrate your data, that case you need to migrate your data through Docker or container.
okay, sir.
Sir,
एक
sir.
मिनट मुझे एक मिनट दो, just 1 minute, हाँ.
Hmm.
हाँ, Keshavi, tell me.
Sir, what's the difference between the data portability and the service interoperability? Sir, because
Okay,
also
it's
in
a
data
very good question.
portability,
Yeah, it's a very good question. Service interoperability means whether this service is interoperable. Means if it is working in this system, if I whether this system will these apps will work in the other system or not. If it works, that case it is interoperable. That case it is portable itself also. Means I can take the data from one place to another place in a hassle-free manner. Now, if it doesn't work in the other system, that case it is not interoperable. Now, to make it interoperable, I need to install the required software. I need to update the required software, that it will become interoperable as well as portable also. Now, to achieve the interoperability and portability, what is the best solution? Best solution is the creating the application in Docker or container. Like I am telling you one thing, whether your adapter, the mobile adapter, if you have the iPhone, whether your iPhone mobile adapter will work on Android phone mobile adapter? Give me the answer. आपका आईफोन का जो चार्जर है, will it work in your Android phone charger, Android phone?
no, no, sir.
No. That means this charger is not interoperable. Similarly, for the application also, all the applications that you create in the Windows platform will not be interoperable in the Linux platform. Means that they are not portable also. Have we got your answer?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Any other question? No question. Okay. So thank you. I got lots of questions regarding this. That means you are actually going through this one. Okay. Now I have one question that for the service management, what are the cloud service? What are the different kinds of cloud service managements are there? Easy. Can you tell me what are the different kinds of cloud service managements are there?
Sir, can you repeat the question?
So what do you mean by cloud service management and what are the different kinds of cloud service management?
Sorry, it's about provisioning configuration.
No, cloud service management. Cloud service management is of yes. You continue. Then I tell you. Tell me. Easy. Continue.
Portability, operability, and
Then?
virtualization.
No. It is written already over there. You should see that one. One is the customer service management.
So contract management,
Yes. Then.
Sir,
inventory management, account and billing, reporting and auditing, and pricing and rating.
Right. Now, the first part, that is the different actors that we have discussed. Then cloud service management we have discussed. So what is the next part left? And even the different types of the cloud services also we have discussed. Different types of cloud services means so we have discussed the cloud orchestrator. Then we have discussed the different types of actors. In the cloud orchestrator, we have discussed the service layer, then resource and abstraction layer, and the physical layer. Then cloud service management, we have discussed about the interoperability, portability, customer service management. Next part is only the security and privacy. Is my screen visible to you?
no, sir.
No, sir.
Not visible. I think it will take some time. Still not coming. Okay, so let it come. By this time, you please write it down. For the security, we have three aspects of security. You please write it down. For the security, as per the security model of CCRA architecture, having three parameters. One, cloud service model perspective. Two, implications of cloud deployment models. Three, shared security responsibilities.
Sir, can you please repeat it again?
So one, cloud service model perspective. Just a minute, huh? हाँ, please tell me. कुछ बोल रहे थे? हेलो?
सर आप सिक्योरिटी मॉडल रिपीट कर.
Okay. So the security model as per CCRA having three parameters. One is cloud service model perspective. Two, implications of cloud deployment model. Three, shared security responsibilities. Implication of cloud deployment models, then shared security responsibilities. Okay, have you written this one, student?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now the first one is the cloud service model perspective. Means what are the service model we have? IaaS, SaaS, PaaS, and ZaaS and BPaaS. So there are different types of service models are there. So now from the service model perspective, what are the security issues may come? If it is an infrastructure, if you take the infrastructure as a service, what type of security aspects may implications may come? In terms of PaaS, what are the security implications may come? In terms of SaaS, what are the security implications may come? In case of IaaS, immediate no security implications are there, but the thing is that at the time of migration, the data leakage may happen or eavesdropping may happen. So these are the security responsibilities. So for that, what are the steps that you need to take care of? So that is also mentioned in the CCRA architecture. So what kind of security implications that you need to take during the migration? So they are told that during the migration, migration is a huge task, right? So it is not 1 GB, 2 GB data migration. So if you want to migrate your entire infrastructure, it may cost around 200 GB or 1 TB like this. Students, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Students, can you hear me?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir, we can hear you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, fine. Okay. So disconnect हो गया था. Anyway, so for the migration itself, so it's not like 1 GB, 2 GB data migration, 200 GB, 2 TB. So can you assure that once at a one instance that entire 2 TB data will get migrated? Because in between this there may be power disruption. That may be
Yes,
in
sir.
that case the partial of your yes, student. Can I continue? Hello, students. Shall I continue?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Now the thing is that if in between any power disruption happens or any network disruption happens, that half of your data will get migrated. Now when the rest of the portion of the data get migrated, that it may happen that you may not some of the data may not work properly. ऐसा होता है ना आप लोगों का डेटा अगर डाउनलोड हाफ होके अगर बंद हो गया so sometimes the download may get disrupted. Now for that CCRA has told that whenever you are migrating your data, the entire image will be stored in the source machine. Means that if you are migrating for AWS to IBM, that case in AWS, until and unless the entire migration completes, the entire data backup will be stored in the AWS. Now when the network gets disrupted, the migration gets disrupted, then the entire migration will start from beginning. Now until and unless the 100% migration is not completed, the source machine cannot delete the data. Whenever it gets migrated 100% in the IBM side, and if the user tells it's okay, then you can delete your data. Even now Google Cloud with another provision that whatever data you are migrating, whatever data you are deleting, still it will remain in Google Trash for 1 month. Means that if you want to retrieve it from the Google Trash, you can retrieve within 1 month. So these are the data migration policies they have implemented. These are the concern actually for the cloud service model perspective, the security issues. Another security issues is the implications of cloud deployment models. Means that if you create the private cloud, what type of security implications will come? There will be no security implications. But if you create outsourced private cloud, means the private cloud will be created in the service provider side. That case the security issues may come. Or if you create the outsourced community cloud, that case also security issues may come. Or if you create any hybrid cloud, means that portion is a private cloud, private mode, another portion may be in public mode. That case also security issues may come. Clear, student?
Yes, sir.
Now the most important thing, shared security responsibilities. Shared security responsibilities already we have discussed that if any security breach happens, that who will take the responsibility, cloud service provider or the user. So we have discussed that for IaaS model, who will be responsible, who will take the responsibility? Most of the responsibility goes to cloud service provider. In case of PaaS, the 50-50 security responsibility will go. In case of SaaS, the most of the security responsibility will go to the user, cloud service provider, and less security responsibility will go to user. Can you remember that? Who should be held responsible for what type of security breaches? So this one. So these are the security concern, and these are the things will be resolved by CCRA in case of security breaches happens, and that will come during your cloud audit. Now the security portion is clear to you, student? Is there any question? Is there any question?
सर वो इम्प्लीफिकेशन ऑफ क्लाउड डिप्लॉयमेंट मॉडल और एक बार समझा दीजिए ना
Different deployment models or service model?
नो इम्प्लीफिकेशन ऑफ द क्लाउड डिप्लॉयमेंट